So Tyron Smith is coming back. Terence Steele is injured, and the Dallas Cowboys love Josh Ball. So what does that mean? It means we don't know what the hell's happening with this offensive line. But today, we're going to be going over some current ongoing whispers, like Biadasz has pointed out. And apparently, the Dallas Cowboys might play Tyron Smith at right tackle. Let's get into it. Now, before we begin, if you could, please make sure to leave this video with a like. It'd be greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you're new here and hit the notification bell as well. And share this video with a friend or family member if they do like the Dallas Cowboys or the NFL as a whole. Now, look, the Dallas Cowboys love to get on my nerves sometimes. And this offensive line has definitely been one of the focal points for why I've been annoyed. But, you know, they've been doing pretty well. They are the fewest in giving up sacks, which is something that is to be praised with, right? They've done this rotation at left guard and left tackle, and now there was a rumor that Josh Ball and Jason Peters would be out there at right tackle, and no, I am not doing that, especially with the playoffs coming around. However, there has been a recent leak of information that could showcase that the Cowboys already have a plan in mind. We're going to go through an article done on Blogging the Boys by RJ Ocha, and then we'll further discuss. When the Dallas Cowboys opened Tyron Smith's 21-day practice window, it represented a lot of hope. Obviously, hope within the Cowboys getting back one of the best left tackles in the NFL, but additionally hope that we would finally get to see the offensive line that this team envisioned way back before the season began. The makeup that Dallas trotted out during training camp was from left to right: Tyron Smith, rookie Tyler Smith, Tyler Biadasz, Zack Martin, and Terence Steele. As the group has marched forward to this point without Tyron, with Tyler at left tackle and Connor McGovern at left guard, they have inspired a lot of confidence, so the idea of things finally becoming what they were supposed to be was exciting. All of that went out the window last week against the Houston Texans, though, when right tackle Terence Steele tore both his ACL and MCL. He's going to miss the rest of the season, and while Tyron is coming back, the Cowboys now have an issue on the right side of the offensive line, unless Tyron himself answers that. It has been assumed by most that Tyron's return would be to his normal post at left tackle, with Tyler Smith kicking inside, which was how the team envisioned their offensive line back in the days of August. In the immediate aftermath of Steele's injury, there were some Cowboys fans who threw out the idea of Tyron returning and going to the other side to replace him as one option, so as to rock the boat as little as possible. But that seemed far-fetched given that Tyron has not played on the right side in a very long time. Where the idea makes the most sense, though, is in the current non-Tyron options at right tackle. Dallas has second-year tackle Josh Ball, who they've relied heavily on through training camp as far as the swing tackle position was concerned, and veteran Jason Peters to choose from. The issue is that Peters is wonderful, but unlikely to hold up at a position he's not played in forever himself, and that Josh Ball is Josh Ball. While the idea of Tyron at right tackle hardly makes anybody feel good, there is an argument to be had that it is the least bad thing. In this hypothetical, Tyler Smith would stay at left tackle, and more important than anything else is that Connor McGovern would be the fifth offensive lineman in the group, and most trust his abilities at left guard than Ball or Peters, for different reasons, at right tackle. According to 105.3 The Fan's Biadasz, it seems that the Cowboys may agree and might consider playing Tyron Smith along the right side. And I think that that's something that the Dallas Cowboys are going to have to look at doing moving forward, is that, honestly, Tyron's probably your best option. I get it. He has not played right tackle since his rookie years. But with that being said, I think that you have to look at it this way. You either have a situation where you put Tyler Smith at guard, Tyron Smith at left tackle, and you maybe, just maybe, have to throw Josh Ball out there because Jason Peters can't hold down for a couple of snaps and stuff like that. But I can't risk that, especially against teams similar to that of the Eagles, the Titans, the Commanders, really damn good defenses upcoming. So you need to have one ramp-up game, which, by the way, it is reported that Tyron is to return against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So you might have an offensive line of Tyler Smith, Connor McGovern, Tyler Biadasz, Zack Martin, and Tyron Smith, which would be interesting to say the least. And listen, all they have to do is hold this thing upright, and they'll be good, right? We were one game away of possibly seeing this offensive line play. And listen, man, even without Tyron, this offensive line has been one of the best in the NFL in terms of not giving up sacks. And I think that that's something to be commended with, because that hasn't really been talked about a whole lot. Now, I'm not saying the offensive line, when you actually look at the film, there has been plenty of mistakes. And I think that there has been a couple of factors that have gone into that. Tyler Biadasz has been playing so damn well. He's playing above average, near Pro Bowl caliber of what a center is asked for in the NFL. You have Zack Martin doing Zack Martin things. Then you have Connor McGovern, who, by the way, is actually having a solid, decent season in terms of playing solid, right, for average guard play. Then you have Tyler Smith. Now, is Tyler Smith the best left tackle on the field? No. But for a rookie, he is doing pretty damn well. Then you had Terence Steele, which, if you looked, he was honestly one of the better right tackles in the league. And if it wasn't for the fact that he got hurt, and I'm not sure if it's too late for this, he possibly deserves a Pro Bowl recognition for how well he played when you go back and watch film and stuff like that. So the Dallas Cowboys offensive line has played well. Now, with this shakeup, you now have, most likely for the first time and maybe last time ever, we're going to see Zack Martin and freaking Tyron Smith on the right side. You know how damn scary that thing is? Like, holy crap, I can only imagine. Now, again, we do not need Tyron Smith for a full season. There are only 4 games left in this regular season, including Jacksonville. Then, what do you got? If you get the wild card, you're going to be going on a 4-game run to try and win this thing. And you kind of had to ask yourself, can I get Tyron for 8 games? Which, yeah, I think you can. I think you can. And I think that I would rather have that and then just rotate Jason Peters and do that rotation on the left side. If they're going to do a rotation, which, by the way, I've gone on the record, and I still believe this, that is a near fireable offense, because I'm not a fan of it. But hey, you know what? There are times that it's worked, and I'll keep my mouth shut. But listen, man, the Dallas Cowboys need to figure this thing out. They have 4 more games to get this offensive line in check, and they're going to be tested. They are 110% going to be tested. The Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm going to talk about this in the pregame video tomorrow, but they have a damn good defense in terms of that front 7. Their linebackers are a bit banged up and they're a bit weak, but they're going to give some challenges there. Then you have the Eagles upcoming in that defensive front. Then you have the Titans in their defensive front. And then finally you have the Washington Commanders with that defensive front. So the Cowboys are going to get tested over the next 4 weeks. And I'm glad about that. We have to go on, 3 out of 4 of the games are road games. And I think that that's very, very damn good, because the Cowboys are going to be geared up for a road playoff situation. And that's another thing that we'll talk about tomorrow as well in the second video, which is going to be the possibility of a Cowboys Super Bowl run, given the fact of how the NFC looks. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I want to make that super, super clear. I am actually not predicting it to happen, but I'm going to be going over a hypothetical run and what it could look like compared to last year's run. So, with that being said, if that's something you're going to enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below how you feel, and just stay tuned for the next video, because, guys, we're getting closer to the end of the season. I'm getting very, very sad that we're going to not see any more Cowboys football soon. So, again, if that's something you want to tune into, by all means, make sure to, once again, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later. All right? Have a good one. Goodbye.